Hi, it's James. Today I'm going to tackle a relevant problem for most English learners. Is how to read books in English. Lots of people get overwhelmed with amounts of vocabulary that they meet in the books and they struggle to follow along the plot and actually enjoy the book, which is the main point of reading. After watching this video, you will have a clear follow-along plan how to read books in English and not struggle with them. The first and probably the most important thing to do is to choose the book correctly. Please don't try to start with Shakespeare or any kind of academic reading because you will drown in the amounts of vocabulary that you do not understand and you'll probably lose your motivation. The genres that I do recommend you to start with are mentioned in the previous video. Please check it out. The second thing we'll do is we need to consider the book format, whether you'd like to read a physical book or an ebook. I personally enjoy reading ebooks because of one particular feature that they do have. The feature is the built-in dictionary and translator. So when I read a book and I see a word or a phrase that I do not understand, I just tap onto them and I see the definition of the word or phrase and I see other examples in different contexts. If I don't understand the word after seeing the definition and examples, I can tap again and see possible translations to my native language. Physical books are less convenient for me in that case. The next thing we'll do is while reading the text, don't stop at each and every word that you do not know. You will get frustrated and you'll lose any motivation to finish this reading. What we do is we try to understand the meaning from the context. Most of the times it works. You can know what the full sentence means without knowing one exact word. If you are much interested in this lexis, you can check dictionary, you can check translator. I recommend you to limit yourself to 2 or 3 words per page, otherwise it will be too much. The next tip that I'll give you is to try to focus on understanding the main point of what's going on in the book. Most of the times, your primary goal is to enjoy the reading. So if you are able to follow along the main plot of the book, that's great. That is your goal. To make sure that you really do understand what's going on in the book, you can pause after each chapter or passage and try to retell it yourself in your own words. If you know what was in this chapter, that means you understand what's going on in the book and you've reached your goal. The last thing to discuss is what to do after reading. After you finished reading, go back to the list of words that you wrote down from your book. Check the meanings again. You can write down your own examples in your vocabulary book. You can retell what you read, and again, doesn't matter whether it was the chapter or the whole book. And you can write a review for that reading. I'd like to draw your attention to the words and phrases that you wrote down from the book. I'd like you to try to use them in your retelling or in your review. So we got the meaning of the words from the context within the book. Then we check the meaning in dictionary. And after that, we need to use it to remember it. And using those words in your retelling or your review is what you can do. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel and leave a comment with your experience. See you next time. Bye.